Alright, so it's afternoon now, just finally getting out of the cabin for a little hike here, so it's been a slow morning. I did go out briefly with the Wolf and Neo down to the ranger's office and officially checked in, paid for the 4 bundles of firewood that were in my cabin, and bought 4 more. And dumped the trash off in the dumpster. So that's all I've done so far, but we're going to go out for a bit of a walk here. Get out for a little while, see what's doing. Trudge through the snow a bit, see what happens there. Didn't really get to do much yesterday because I didn't arrive until about 6 o'clock because I had to stop over at a client's place there and fix a printer issue. Call came in just as I was packing, so I got a little bit of a delay. So got in here about just as the sun was setting, or so pretty much set. So I just had just enough light I could see where I was going up the road here. That was about it. Hit a lot of traffic coming in too, unfortunately, because I got the late start. So I didn't do much last night. Just ate a simple meatball sub for dinner. Didn't put it on video or anything. Today I'm planning on making pork fried rice again. And try to remember what the recipe is. Been having a lot of internet technical issues there, trying to get myself online out here, but oh well. So believe it or not, there is a trail here. This is the trail we're going to be taking today. I've been to this campground before. I was here in November of 2019. I stayed in one of the cabins. In fact, I stayed in that cabin right up there, which you can barely see in this wide-angle view. That's still my favorite cabin, but it wasn't available. Somebody else got it. So, I'm here. I got a nice cabin, nevertheless. Got the wood stove and everything in it. God, this is pretty walkable. I don't need my snowshoes for this. Still a bit of effort trudging through it, but not too bad. So this is the group campsite. Obviously nobody's using it right now. They got a little shelter over there. That's where they put the firewood. The fire pit there. Nice big area. People can set up lots of tents. They usually have some porta pots up here too when it's in operation. Not a bad little site. And then you got the nature trail. So that's where we're going. Well, that was a good workout. A nice little hike there. Let's see, yeah, almost 3.5 miles. Maybe a little more than that because I didn't start the tracker up until a couple of minutes into the walk, so a little over 3.5 miles. Most of it was easy. That last stretch coming back up the hill though was a good workout. So anyway, we're back at the cabin. I'm going to see if I can set up the cellular antenna to actually get a signal. I tried last night when I first came in but was not successful. I want to see if I can set that up, see if I can get myself some internet out here. Well, the last time I ended up sitting next to a wood stove to end a video, that day was quite an adventure. That was the day that I was up with my friend Kevin up at his place up in Madison, New Hampshire there with a snowmobile that died on me 20 miles into the ride, and then his truck getting stuck in the snowbank. Thankfully today was not as nearly as adventurous. So I'm just ending the day here sitting by the wood stove, and this time it's a real wood stove, as you can see. Yeah. Real wood in there. Real flames. It's not a gas stove this time. So anyway, today was a fun day. Didn't really do too much. No snowmobiles, nothing malfunctioning on the trails or anything like that. It's just a nice casual walk outside and enjoyed some snow and some winter hiking. Got some good views of the river out there, and that's about it. That was my excitement for the day here. Really wasn't much. Then I came back and I got my cellular antenna set up, working okay. It's still really slow, but I got a decent connection on it right now. It's enough for you to stream some YouTube videos and things like that tonight. We'll give you a good view of that in the next video. So I guess tomorrow it's going to be close to 60 degrees. So it's going to be a lot warmer tomorrow. And a little soggy too, so I'll probably spend more time hanging around the cabin. We'll do a good little tour of the cabin tomorrow, things like that. If it's not too bad, we'll hike down and take a look at the campsite here, the campground I should say, in this area here, not just the cabins. The cabins are actually at a different area from the camping area, so we're going to walk down to the camping area tomorrow if we can and take a look through there. But otherwise, I guess we're getting towards the end of the video here. I figure I'd take a chance to talk about some of my upcoming plans here. So things are a little fluid right now on what's going to happen. Because of all that money I spent back in January on my cat Poppy because of a medical issue there, I'm actually running into some financial strains at the moment here. I might just have enough money to keep on my bills here and not do a whole lot more. And with the great rising price of gas, that's going to be a problem here. When I was coming out here, I was seeing gas over $4 a gallon. So we're going to have some financial stresses for a little while here. We'll get through them. We'll get through them, probably with a little help from some friends, things like that, but we'll get through them. But it is going to limit my travel abilities a bit here. So I'm probably going to be, I'm still going out camping. Absolutely not going to stop that. Trips are probably going to be a little bit closer to home than I wanted. So yeah, it's going to be tough for a little bit for me, unfortunately. That's the price I pay, though, for the lifestyle I live, because I don't really want to do that normal 9-to-5 type job and things like that. I want to have my little bit of freedom to travel and that sort of stuff like I'm doing now. Probably shouldn't have done this trip. This cabin is costing me $75 a night for 3 nights, so it's cost me a good chunk of change, plus all the extra firewood there to keep the place warm. Last night the temperature dropped down to 9 degrees, and this is a drafty cabin, so I've been keeping this wood stove going pretty much non-stop here to try to keep the place warm enough to stay comfortable. So it's been a little bit of a pricey trip, plus the cost of the gas to get out here. Cost me $4.98.9 per gallon to fill my truck up. 2 days earlier, I brought the van down to pick up some gas for it because it was getting below a quarter tank, and that's not good. And the price was $3.69.9, something like that. So the price jumped up 70, 80, 90, about 30 cents, 30 to 40 cents from the time I went to buy gas the first day to the time I got gas the next day. So the prices are getting insane right now. And they're probably going to keep going up. So that, like I said, I put out a good chunk of money into my cat Poppy there in January. She's doing fine. She's still having a little issues here and there, but she's doing fine. So the money was well spent. She's 9 years old. She's got a good long life there in front of her. And I wanted to be comfortable and happy. And unfortunately my work slowed down in February, which is why when I got the phone call yesterday they had to do a job just as I was getting ready to leave, I jumped on it because I need the money. So that's just the way it's going to be for a little while here, but I'm not stopping my trips. My next trip though isn't for a few weeks, so probably end of January. January? End of March. Oh boy, it's getting late. End of March, I'm going to be doing my next trip. Hopefully, that's going to be both the van permitting and weather permitting. That's going to be the first adventure with the van this season. I'm hoping to get back to maybe a Hancock campground again, but that's going to be very weather dependent because it's going to be the last 2 days of March, first 2 days of April. So I don't know what the weather's going to be like, and it's also going to be pending me getting the floor down, and that's going to require me buying 3 sheets of 3/4 inch plywood. And the price of plywood has gone insane too in the last year or so. So that's not going to be cheap either. And right now I don't have the money for the plywood, so I gotta hope I get some work in the next week when I'm ready to buy the plywood. That's just how things are going. I'm gonna probably start selling stuff. I want to spend more time with the van and things like that, so a lot of the stuff doesn't fit in the van. So so things that I'm just not going to use anymore. I've got a lot of stuff, and it's time I change that. So that's going to be one of my goals here. Hopefully I can convert quite a bit of the stuff into finances to help pay for stuff for the van and for my travels and stuff like that. So that's what we're going for. So anyway, this is where I'm going to end the video. So that's how things are going right now. Tomorrow we'll see what the weather brings, but I'm sure there's going to be a bit more time in the cabin here, so we'll probably show you around the cabin, what I've done here, things like that tomorrow in the next video. And otherwise, this is a good place to stop. So remember, slow down and enjoy life, and we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.